Welcome back to another episode of Plant-Based Dads. I'm Joey Troxel. I want to do a quick shout out to our financial supporters, PayPal and Patreon. If you've ever thought about how you can help, how you can be part of the show, that's how you can help. You can become a financial supporter. PayPal and Patreon supporters get the show usually 48 hours ahead of time. They also get early releases of Plant-Based Besties, the podcast, and anything else we do. There's some stuff that's not on YouTube that's on there also. So there's a link down below on how you can become part of the team. All right, so today, you may know, I just got back from Paris, and it was really good. I was there for 4 days on a Train the Trainer tour, because I do these EF tours, these educational first tours with my students, where I take them to different places. In October, we're going to South Korea. You may remember a few years ago, we went to Japan, which, by the way, I blogged that whole thing and never actually released it. It's still on my camera. I probably should do something with that. But that trip I did to Japan, I was a chaperone. This trip in October, I'm actually the leader. This is my trip. So I went on this Train to Trainer tour. And then Michelle, who I work with, she's taking her first trip of students to the Panama or something in the mangroves. It sounds really messy, but they're the bio kids, and she's going next month. So they took us both with a bunch of other teachers from throughout the country over to France, Paris, and we had 4 days there of training, and then we got to go around and see the sites. It was amazing. I was really surprised. Like, there was vegan food everywhere. I didn't vlog the trip because I thought I was just going to struggle the whole time, but, apparently I did not. I actually bought protein drinks with me, and I just didn't want to vlog me drinking all these protein drinks, but I probably should have vlogged it because we had no problem finding vegan food. Like, there was a vegan entree in every restaurant, so pretty cool there. But anyway, when I got back, I settled back in, and I've weighed myself and checked my numbers with Human Body Pod, and holy smoke, I've had some pretty big changes in the last few weeks. So my new body weight now is 150.5 pounds. It seems like I've been in the 150s for a long time, but I'm only 5'2". It's really hard to change my numbers because my calories, my everyday calories, my BMR, my total daily energy expenditure is only like 1,300 calories, right? So unless I'm working out, if I eat more than 1,300 calories, I'm gaining weight, right? So, and body fat. So I've had to manage this for, a long time. And I've kind of gotten used to it now, and I'm doing pretty well with it. But even to drop this, when you're short, even to drop the smallest amount of weight, it's just weeks and weeks of effort. But 150.5 pounds. If you remember when I did the cut video, 60 days of cutting, which I'm still cutting, last summer, I allowed you to see what I was doing every single day. My goal was to get to 149 pounds and 20% body fat. I never reached that goal in 60 days. I went the whole summer, and I think I got to 158 or something, and then I got to 22% body fat. And since then, I've still been struggling to try and advance that. Well, I'm almost at 149. I'm at 150 and a half. So I'm 0.6 of a pound away from 149, which will be amazing. That's not my goal, but that's the next step. The cool thing is, I am at 19.0% body fat. I'm almost at 18 something. I started this journey at 33%. The amount of body fat loss has been crazy. It's hard to lose weight because I'm more muscular now than I ever have been. Like 115 or 116 pounds of muscle. Like, I started at, 112. So I've been building muscle lately, which you really shouldn't be doing on a cut because I'm not bulking. I'm not adding clean bulk to make muscle out of. But there is some recomposition going on, which is really good. So I'm at an all-time new low weight as long as I've lived in Arizona, 150.5 pounds. My lowest weight ever was 139, and that was when I lived in Atlanta. I was in my 30s. But I'm definitely at an all-time low body fat at 19%. I remember checking my body fat when I was in Atlanta, and it was one of those machines where you just hold the hand and it gives you a reading, and it was 21 point something. Probably off, but I've never documented this low of a body fat before, 19.0. So I'm pretty excited about that. How long did this take, and what did it look like? Oh my gosh, it was a long time. So I'm going to put on the screen here. I've been tracking, if you've watched my show, I went to a trainer on December 7th and just said, 2023, and just said, I don't know what else I can do. I need to lose weight and I need to lose fat. And I'm a vegan and I feel like I'm eating right, but it's just not working. And I've got this YouTube channel and I'm doing the starch solution. I'm showing people what to do and they're losing the weight, but it's not working for me. Can you help? And he did. He checked all my numbers and he talked about how I'm a short guy. My calories per day shouldn't be over like 1,1400 if I'm trying to lose weight. And that watching people on YouTube who are taller than me or bigger than me that have more place to hold muscle is not going to mean I can see the same, like whatever they do, and if it works for them, doesn't mean it's going to work for me because I'm a smaller person and I have less muscle on me because of that. And that I can't duplicate. If someone says, I ate this for a day and every day for 6 months and lost 20 pounds, I can't just follow that and do the same thing. I'll gain weight doing that depending on how many calories they were eating, because if they were doing that and their cutting is 2,400, my cutting is like 12, I'll gain weight. So he explained to me I'm not like everyone else. I'm a unique situation and everyone is, but because of my size, I can't be doing that. He put me on a caloric restriction. We did resistance training and he increased my protein to 140 grams of protein per day. That changed my life. I did that for a year with the trainer. I'm still doing it, but with the trainer, I did it for a year. And then I moved on to do it by myself. Everything changed on December 7th, 2023. And slowly, over time, and you can see right here from the graph, it was not steady at all. The weight went up and down, because as I'm losing fat, I'm building muscle, and muscle is so much more denser than fat, and it's harder to gain than it is to lose fat. So my weight looks like it's just a roller coaster ride. But as you can see, the eventuality of it is that I'm down to 150.5 pounds. It's taken 2 years, 2.2 years to get to this point. And this is me every single day with my commitment. Some days successful, some days failing, right? This is just me not giving up. And you can see it right here in the graph. Like, these graphs don't lie. It's not a pretty picture, but it is working. Then body fat too, I'll throw that on the screen here. Body fat, a little more consistent of a ride, because body fat doesn't change as fast. It takes days, it takes weeks, it takes a long time for it to change your body fat. You really have to be consistent. And as your weight might go up and down, your body fat really doesn't, because if you're working out, your weight could go up because your muscle went up, right? But your fat's going down, so the body fat is more of a continual, gradual decrease. It isn't as much of a roller coaster ride as, say, the actual weight is. So it took me December 7th, 2023 till now to get here. So if you're doing this, if you're fighting every single day to stay within calories and all that, just know that I did that too. I had to fight every single day. I'm still fighting. I'm not at my goal yet. So we're 2 years in here, right? Like, I'm 61, like I'm be 62 this year. Like, how old am I going to be when I've hit my goal? Like, I may drop dead the next day, right? So, you got to do this much earlier than I'm doing it. But I am doing it because no time like the present, right? I don't want to be in my 70s trying to lose weight. So, the graphs, they show everything that I did. What did I do to do this? I just said it. I've said it in every video since then. And I don't know what else I can say, but I'm going to say the same things. And anytime someone puts a video and goes, here's the 3 secrets to weight loss. Here's the secrets to weight loss. And I always show Tim, and I'm like, Tim, here's what they're going to say. They're going to say they were in a calorie deficit, they increased their protein, and they did resistance training. And that's what I did. Again, calorie deficit, 1,400 calories a day. I did not go over that. If I did, I had to burn more calories at the gym. And sometimes I didn't. And I thought someone walked past the window. And it wasn't a successful day. Not every day was success. And that's just the way it is, right? I got a family. It doesn't always work. Calorie deficit, protein intake. The trainer increased my protein from, I don't know, whatever I got in the starch solution, 30 grams a day, to 140. And that changed everything, right? I went into many reasons why in other videos, but that was the pin I was missing from this whole thing. And then resistance training, you can't build muscle without resistance training. And building muscle, having more muscle, just having more muscle burns more fat without doing anything else with it. So the key is to get more muscle in your body so it can burn fat, just while you're sleeping. I went from about 111, 112 pounds of muscle. I'm at about 115, 116 now. That's not a big increase, but for someone my size, it is, all right? All right, so what are my goals? So here's my goal. I'm trying to get to 135 pounds. And that seems so far away, right, at one point. But I'm about to break into the 140s here. And now it doesn't seem that far away anymore. It's still going to be hard. It's still going to be probably another year of my life. But I can see it. We're getting closer to it. And the goal for body fat is 10 to 12%. If I get a 12% body fat, it would be great. I don't know what I'm going to look like with 12% body fat. I want to see my abs. And if I don't see it at 12, then I'll be going lower. But, you know, I'm just going to keep going until I see that. But my estimate right now, at 135 pounds, I'm estimating to be in the 10 to 12% body fat range. And if I could reach that, then I'm done cutting. I'm done trying to change the way I look to be leaner. So what happens after that, right? I get to 135. Let's say I get there by Christmas or something, right? I get to 12% body fat. What do? Well, then I'm going to start bulking. I do want to be more muscular, and I want to put on muscle, and the way to put on muscle is by eating more, which is ironic, but that's what you have to do. And eating cleanly, lean proteins and carbohydrates and all that. But I don't want to do it till after I've lost the fat, because I don't want to put on muscle while I've still got all this fat on me, because it's just so hard to get the fat off. I'd like to just do one thing at a time. I'm not good with multitasking. I've got to finish one thing before I can start something else. So I really want to finish getting the body fat down to 10, 12%. Then I'll be ready to put on some lean muscle. Until that time comes, I'll just be happy with recompositioning. What does my diet look like now? You'll notice I'm not doing a lot of recipe videos. I still make recipes, but I will sit here and drink a protein shake for breakfast and have another one for at dinner time, and then maybe have a meal in between, like a meal based on fiber. That's what I'm eating. So, there's really nothing to film. There's nothing to make. I'm making stuff for my family, so I'm videoing that, but, I'm not always getting everything I need. So, I'm doing what I have to right now. And how am I making sure I'm getting all my nutrients and all that? Compliment Essentials. I gotta tell you, thank you, Compliment, for sponsoring this video. I don't know that I'm getting my magnesium every day. I don't know that I'm getting my selenium. I'm telling you, I'm not really, because I'm eating a lot of protein shakes. So Compliment Essentials, it's got me covered, right? It's got the 8 vitamins and minerals I need. It makes sure that I get everything I need on a vegan diet, or even if you're not on a vegan diet, you probably have the same problems. One of the reasons I use Compliment, besides it's a vegan company, the package is 100% compostable. I absolutely love that. They go through third-party testing for all their products. And my favorite thing, because I'm a teacher, is with every product sold, they give a plant-based meal away free to a child in need. And that really does it for me, right? I'm all about giving students and children an opportunity for success. And listen, making sure they're well fed, that gives them an opportunity for success, right? Compliment has a full line of products for all your needs, so check out their websites. And I partnered with Compliment for you to save you 15% on your next order by using the link in the description below this video and the code plant-based ads at checkout. There's no reason for you not to get all your vitamins and minerals every day. All you have to do is be ready. Stop supplementing and start complimenting. You'll be glad you did. If I didn't have Compliment, I'd probably have scurvy or something right now. I mean, I'm just drinking protein shakes most of the time. All right, so I'm going to throw some numbers up here from the Human Body Pod. That's another thing with this. As you see the numbers have before having gone up and down, I would have given up on a regular scale a long time ago, but the Body Pod really helped me to understand that my body composition was changing, and that, that I was losing fat. Maybe not weight, but I was losing fat and not muscle, and I was going in the right direction. There's a link below in the description if you're interested in purchasing the Body Pod. You get 15% off whatever sale they have, and they're always running a sale. So use my code plant-based ads, or just click on the link, and that'll take you over there. Okay, so how is life while I'm doing this? Right? Am I hungry? Right? Let's talk about that. So I've learned to live in the calories, the 1,400 calories a day. Am I hungry? Sure. I get hungry at times, right? Sometimes I'm like, I just want a snack, and I've got some tricks for that. I've got gels, right? I want to say Jello, but it's the Simply Delish gels, because the Jello is a company that uses gelatin. But Simply Delish gels, I've made videos on these before. They're just like 5 calories for a big bowl of it, and it's a gelatin, right? It's not a gelatin. I don't know what to call vegan gelatin. It's a gel, right? And they will take up space in your stomach to make you full. I've got vegan puddings. I take the Simply Delish puddings. I add some protein in it. If I'm going to have 100 calories, at least I'll get 12 grams of protein on it, right? So I've got that. But I've also learned to just, deal with the slight bits of hunger. That's my calorie deficit telling me, hey, you're in a calorie deficit. And I need that. I need to know that's happening. Otherwise, I don't know if I'm in a calorie deficit. I'm also drinking a lot of water, right? Sometimes when I just want something, my stomach is telling me I'm hungry, but the reality is I just need water. I'll just have a whole bottle of cold water and I'm fine. Like it just fills me up and I'm not hungry again. So I've had to learn to live with some of the things that come along with being in a calorie deficit. Is it for everyone? If you can't do that, you might need some help. You might need to take like a GLP-1 or something. I don't know. I don't do that stuff, but that's, I've got family and friends that are doing that and having great success with it because it just keeps out the food noise and then they're not thinking about food. They can concentrate on other things. So maybe that's an option too. But you definitely don't want to just open the fridge and just eat something every time you feel a hunger or pain, because if you're doing that, you're not going to succeed. I always have my goals in mind. It's taken me years to get here, but I always kind of think about, if I'm about to eat this, is this really going to help me get where I'm going? Now, sometimes there's nothing I can do. I'm out with dinner with friends. I'm celebrating with family. There's food. I have no choice. I'm going to eat it. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not even going to feel guilty. But then the next day, I'm just getting right back on track. The whole moral of this story is I am at a new low body weight and a new low body fat. And I could not be happier. I'm going to continue to bring you on this journey with me. This whole thing for the last 2.5 years, changing my channel to be more protein focused and all that, this whole thing is about this journey, losing the weight. And it's working. I'll throw some photos up here of me. I just took these today. They're in front of a green screen. I'm not going to cut them out or anything. I am going to use them for thumbnails, but just so you can see, I just took these today. I look completely different than I did. Am I there yet? No. I wish I can do shirtless photos to show you, but because I had the surgery to correct gynecomastia in my 30s, I'm not in a position to do that, and it's not pretty. So, but the reality is that I look completely different. And as I'm getting older, I'm going to be 62 this year, I can tell you that the people around me that are my age are not in good shape. They've got comorbidities, they've got all sorts of stuff. Now, I do have the stuff that comes with aging, like, pinched nerves or starting to have, problems with body stuff like bones and that sort of stuff. I mean, you can't get around age. But I don't have any comorbidities. I don't need high blood pressure or sugar or diabetes or anything like that that's food related because of my vegan diet. I have this every day. The kids make fun of me for being a vegan, and I take it and I try and explain to them, listen, when you get older, you're going to want to worry about these things. Maybe right now at 14, it's not a big deal, but you're going to want to worry about these when you get older, and please look me up so I can help you. I'm just setting the example for them. Let them make fun of me. I remember when my friend Tyson was a vegetarian, and I made fun of him. He was my workout partner. I made fun of him. And I was like, this is absurd. Why are you doing this? And then I read that pamphlet, which turned me vegetarian at the time in 2006. And I told him, and he was so mad. He was like, you made fun of me all this time, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, I know, I'm so sorry. I get it now. I totally get it. And I just did. So, all right, that's our video for today. Hit that like button, show us some love. Click on the subscribe button. You get notified every time we have a new video if you click on that bell, usually every Tuesday. And leave a comment below. Have you been following me through all this? I get comments all the time of people saying stuff like, I changed when you changed, and I have lost so much weight and gained so much of my life back. There's many of us doing this with me at the same time. You're not alone. If you're doing this, we're doing it together. There's so many comments about that. Tell me if you're just starting this, if you need more information, if you need recipes. I've got so many recipes now. There's plenty of things to choose from, but let me know in the comments below if we're doing this together, because I'm stronger when we're doing this together. All right, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.